Welcome to FMBN podcast, where we bring you insightful information on all things related to housing finance and mortgage banking in Nigeria. As one of the foremost providers of mortgage financing in the country, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, is committed to promoting affordable home ownership for all Nigerians, and we believe that education and information sharing are key to achieving this goal. This program comes up here on 7 FM TV every week with housing facts, reports, exclusive interviews, commentaries, news, and many more that's bother around affordable housing in Nigeria. So let's quickly go on a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll dive right in. Welcome back to FMBN podcast here on 7 FM TV, as this program is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Now, the frequently asked questions by Nigerians. Nigerians want to know, why is FMBN not building houses directly for NHF contributors? Instead, they are financing the estate developers. Here's their response. Listen to this.
It is not within the mandate of FMBN to construct houses directly for NHF contributors.
Great. Since the beginning of the year, FMBN has been commissioning housing projects across the country. They were commissioning in Adamawa, Kogi, Borno, Yobe, and other states in the country. Aston Beatrice Sinam has the reports.
On behalf of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Adamawa State, it is with humility and a deep sense of responsibility that I commission this housing estate to the glory of God and the benefit of workers and indeed all the good people of Adamawa State.
Since the beginning of the year 2023, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has been commissioning housing projects across the country. The Housing Project Commissioning, which focuses on ensuring affordable housing units for Nigerian workers, is a goal of the National Housing Fund Scheme, NHF. NHF is a federal government scheme which allows Nigerians above the age of 21 years under paid employment to access loan with low interest rate by members contributing 2.5% of their monthly income. The commissioning is a collaboration of the Organized Labour, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), Trade Union Congress of Nigeria (TUC), and the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association (NECA), and funded by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria (FMBN). Some of the states where the commissioning took place are Adamawa State, Borno State, Kogi State, Yobe State, Kano State, Katsina, and other states in the country. In Adamawa State, while commissioning the 100 housing units made up of 40 units of 3-bedroom semi-detached bungalows, 40 units of 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalows, and 20 units of 1-bedroom apartment, the managing director of the bank, Mr. Madu Haman, said the huge success would have only been possible with the involvement of the Organized Labour Union and its members, who are majorly contributors to the scheme.
This momentous occasion has become possible because of the partnership between the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria and the Organized labor leaders to facilitate the home ownership dream of union members who are contributors to the National Housing Fund scheme.
Mr. Harman stated the commitment of the bank in ensuring housing projects while thanking the state government for their cooperation.
We are indeed very grateful as an institution, and we hope that such collaborations will continue to deepen so that the bank will be able to intervene in the housing delivery across the nation. However, one other plea that we have for His Excellency is the need to improve the access road to open up this location for the estate. As has been emphasized by the developer, there is serious need for a link bridge that will provide access so that beneficiaries of these houses can live and occupy their houses comfortably. Without a link bridge, it will be very difficult for them to have access to this beautiful estate.
The State Governor, Right Honorable Amadou Fintiri, represented by Dr. Edgar Amos, commended the effort of the bank and expressed enthusiasm, saying the successful completion.
And I say kudos to the Federal Mortgage Bank for taking its responsibility with dedication and, as we are seeing, with remarkable success. I was here when the foundation of this estate was laid, and I thank God that I'm also seeing its delivery. And it is because of this that the Adamawa State Government has collaborated with the Federal Mortgage Bank, which the MD and the NLC President has very loudly and clearly stated. And there are so many schemes, the home renovation loans, the deductions, and so on and so forth. I remember the negotiations for this scheme. I was fully involved in creating the forum for the bank and the organized labor to discuss. So we take this collaboration very seriously, and this is because of the confidence we have in the Federal Mortgage Bank.
He also charged the bank to sustain the tempo of his operation.
I want to urge the Mortgage Bank to sustain this tempo. On our part, we'll continue to do our best.
Comrade Ayuba Waba, the National President of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), expressed satisfaction at the partnership and charged the State Council to continue to play active role.
I'm happy to inform Nigerian workers that this partnership is working, and that is why we had the foundation laying ceremony. But today, not only the foundation laying ceremony, we are seeing the houses live and direct, and that workers will own those houses. And the houses are really, really affordable. So this is the philosophy behind the affordable housing scheme. It's a partnership that all workers should actually accept and also should be able to work through. And all our state council must continue to play an active role. And as the MD has said, outside even the issue of housing, part of what came out of that partnership is actually the housing renovation loan. So if you don't need a house, but you need to renovate your existing house, you should also be able to access facility.
The president of TUC, Comrade Festu Osufo, also commended the development of the bank, saying it is the only way that the Nigerian workers can own a roof over their heads as principal contributors to the scheme.
Shelter, I wish to proceed, Your Excellency, is a basic human need, crucial for survival of the working people and their families. This initiative is highly commendable because that is the only way Nigerian workers can afford to own a roof over their head as principal contributors to the federal mortgage scheme. As the population of Nigeria increases, there is an urgent need to adapt to the needs of changing population. There are several needs, including but not limited to provision of basic and quality houses to Nigerian workers. According to the MBS, as at the beginning of 2022, the housing sector contributed about 7.5% to the GDP. This contribution was attributed to several factors. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, under the leadership of Comrade Osifo, will strive to ensure that members of TUC nationwide benefit from the contributions of their hard-earned salary. We would like to congratulate workers of Adamawa State benefiting from today's commissioning and urge others to key into the scheme.
Adamawa State 100 housing units commissioning was a huge success. The organized labor expressed great satisfaction at the development as they sang in unison, "Solidarity forever."
Solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
From 7 TV, Austin Beatrice Sanam.
Glad to know that you are still with us here on 7 FM TV as you are watching FMBN podcast, which is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Let's quickly go on a commercial break, and when we come back, FMBN news this week.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, cheer.
Huh? What is it again?
Oga, I dey drive this car, my mind no dey. My landlord is on my neck.
Your landlord again. I thought I have told you this before. Get a mortgage, register with NHF scheme, and get a home up front. What is so difficult about this?
Oga, I will do just that. See, I will shame that my landlord. Mortgage.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced *219#. *219# is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial *219#. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
All right, welcome back to FMBN podcast here on 7FM TV, as this program is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. So let's bring you FMBN news this week. Many thanks for joining us on this week's edition. Do well to join us next week for another educative edition of the program. Our social media handles are displayed on your screen at Twitter 7TV_NIG, Instagram 7TV_NIG, Facebook 7TV Nigeria, YouTube 7FM-TV. You can also visit our website at www.7media.ng and do well to visit www.fmbn.gov.ng for more information. So till I come your way next week, my name is Patience Okai. Stay blessed. Bye.